Namaste and welcome to another Stretch and Breathe Yoga with Lisa from St. Martin, coming to you live every Tuesday and Thursday on Facebook, 10 o'clock St. Martin time. We're here on our yoga mats for each other. Little friends helping friends stay healthy, stay content, finding peace, finding connection. And so that's what we're here for. So let's get started. Find yourself seated in a comfortable position. If you're on your yoga mat, that's fine. You could even be in a chair or on the sofa, wherever you are, even in bed perhaps. Take a moment to just be. Still the mind, close the eyes. See if you can notice the feel of your heart beating. I remember the first time that I was still enough to really notice that my whole body was throbbing, my whole body was rocking from the beat of my heart. It's quite a revelation, quite a moment. And with that sensation, that understanding, that realization, comes a sense of knowingness, things that you know. You don't have to ask anybody else about it because you know it deep inside. So today let's honor that true self, that knowingness, that sense of I am, and I am grateful for this moment. So if you're now seated, we'll just start with the shoulders, where we store a lot of stress in the upper back, neck, and shoulders. So let's just roll the shoulders back, bring them up by your earlobe, squeeze back, and drop it down. Keep breathing with the movement through everything we do today. Hey Ellis, blessings to you, thinking of you always. So everything that we do, we're going to try and synchronize breath and movement in a sense of oneness. So let that breathing be connected to the movement. Thank you, dear. And then we'll reverse it, come over the top to the front. See if you can maximize the size of these circles that your shoulders are making. Emphasize that you really pull the shoulders away from your ears, pushing them down or pulling them down to the earth, and then forward and back. And then relax, release. Let's just take the right shoulder all the way up and just hold it for a moment. Squeeze it up. And remember, the other shoulder is completely relaxed and hanging down from the frame of your skeleton. Push that one shoulder up, 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 up. And then drop it quick with an exhalation. All right, other shoulder gets to squeeze up. We're just going to hold it up, squeeze it up, pull it up. Let that first shoulder hang. Keep breathing. And then with the next exhalation, drop it fast. Both shoulders squeeze up, 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 up. Squeeze them up, 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 way up by your earlobes. Even higher. Inhale big. And drop up. Let's do it again. Up. And up. Nice. Bring those hands out from your shoulders. And we're turning them palm up. Bring the hands up overhead. Inhale. Turn the hands palm out and push all the way down to the floor next to your hips. Imagine you're pushing against something that gives you a little bit of resistance. Lift and just float the arms up as you breathe in. Turn the hands palm out and imagine you're pushing against a fluffy mattress. Push it down using strength in your shoulders. Push down. Feel the strength building in your shoulders and in your sort of midriff area, your rib cage here. Below your shoulder, below your armpits. Inhale up, breathe in. Exhale, push it down with strength. Exhale all the way down to the floor. 2 more times. Lift it up, breathe in. And push it down. And inhale up. Exhale down. Nice, very cool. All right. So we're going to just bring one knee up and let one knee hang out down on the floor in a 90-degree angle. And both times the heels and the feet are kind of close together. So one leg is up and one leg is along the floor. And bring your arms in front. Bring that shoulder inside the knee that's up. And then reach forward. You can walk your hands forward as far as you want. Look down at the floor right in front of your lower leg. Maybe even bring your elbows to the ground. Do try to release in the hips and the lower back. Let the head hang. And then push against the floor and bring yourself up. Let's trade places with the legs. One leg up, one leg along the floor. Feet are kind of close together at your hip. Walk the hands forward. Maybe bring your elbows down, maybe not. Round your back and drop your head. When you're ready, push against the floor and come back up. So take a moment to just look with your eyes at a 45-degree angle to the side. Up and to the far side. Notice that brings up almost like a flirtatious energy in your mind and in your soul. Looking up and to the left. Let's trade the legs and look the other way, up and to the right. Feel that flirtatious energy or that adorableness rise up inside of you as you glance up and to the right. Beautiful. Stretch those legs out. Take a moment to pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if that serves you. Not everybody needs to do that, but some of us feel a little bit better connected to the earth through the pelvis points and the hips. And as you settle into a nice straight back, softly straight, not super strong, just lift it. Flex the ankles and point the toes. And then just take a moment to wiggle your toes, squeeze them in and out. Nice. And then we're going to let the feet flop left and right. You can put your hands on your thighs and give them a little push to the left, push to the right. Allow the legs to be sort of loose, where the hips and the upper leg bone meet. Nice. Take your hands on top of your thighs and push the heels of your hands into the muscles. Push down towards your knees and back up to your hips. Take the hands all the way forward, maybe to your ankles, maybe to your toes, maybe to your instep, round the back and drop the head. Every time you exhale, perhaps your head sinks down a little lower, you relax a little more. This is your caterpillar pose. Maybe visualize a nice, soft caterpillar balanced on a leaf next to a flower. Soft and content. Staying down in your caterpillar pose, just take your hands to the floor and begin to walk them over to the left until both hands are on the left side of your left leg, the outside of your left leg, and take that right arm, the arm that's closest to your center point, and reach. Look down at your knee or the ground. Reach with that right arm, the center arm. See if you can reach all the way from your hip to your fingertips. Really intense stretch. And then we'll come back down to the floor and walk back to the center and return to your just relaxed forward fold. When you're ready, we're going to walk the hands over to the right. Both hands reaching to the right side of your right leg. Hands on the floor. Round your back, drop your head. And begin to stretch or reach with your left arm, the arm that's closest to your center line. Reach, reach, reach from your hip all the way to your fingertips. Keep it intense. Reach and breathe deep. When you're ready, drop the hand, walk back to the center. And just return to your basic caterpillar pose. Everything's super soft and super heavy, relaxed. And feel the back decompress. Feel the spine create space between the vertebrae. Drop that head. Begin to push back with the lower back and slowly stack your vertebrae. Drag your hands all the way back up towards your hips. Lifting the body, the head comes up last. Lovely. All right, let's take a moment to bring the hands back. Bring the elbows back, bring the hands back. Let them come as far back as you can reach. And look up at the ceiling. Push your chest forward. Turn your hands palm up. And from that point, lift slowly up as you breathe in. And we're going to come all the way over to reach beyond our toes. Look down at your knees so your neck is straight. Reach with the top of your head and your fingertips. And then lift it back up. If this is difficult for you, you can put your hands on your legs and push. Because some people may have a little bit of weakness in the lower back. And it may not feel very good to just bring the body up from the forward reach to the vertical reach. That's okay. Everybody's different. And we're here to help each other and not judge each other. So take your hands and just grab opposite fingertips, whichever way you want. Bring them forward, straight arms reaching forward. Lift it up. Keep holding onto those fingertips. Bring the elbows wide. Bow your head and look down. Pull against your hands. And then bring it forward again. And bring them all the way down. Let's change hands. Change fingertips. Reach it up. Bend the elbows and bring the hands behind the head. Bow your head. Pull against your hands. And then slowly reach it up. And bring the arms in front again. Beautiful. Let's see if we can find a strap or a bandana or a belt, something that you can use. We're going to bring it behind the tailbone. And grab the hands side by side, or maybe a few inches between the hands. The intention here is to get the arms straight and press the chest forward. Now I'm sitting on my heels, but you don't have to do that. You can sit in any position that allows you to be comfortable. Just pull the arms back and push the chest forward. Lift the face. Squeeze your shoulder blades together for all they're worth. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe deeply. Begin to lift your face and lower your face. Lift it up, look at the ceiling. Bow your head. Keep pulling the arms back. Breathe in and out. And then release your strap and let it be off to the side. Give yourself a hug. Walk your fingers back a little farther behind your shoulders, perhaps, and sway. Give yourself a hug like you're just seeing yourself at the airport. You haven't seen yourself in so long. Wow, I've missed you. How have you been? And this is a wonderful way to shed stress, Take a moment to notice which arm you put on top. Let's let the arms open and drift back behind the body. Lift your face and breathe in. Exhale, give yourself a hug. This time put the other arm on top. Walk those fingers back a little bit behind the shoulders if you can, and sway. And steady it out. Let's lift those elbows all the way up by your forehead and slowly open the arms like a tulip blooming. Wonderful. And then just roll the shoulders again, just like we started. One shoulder up, one shoulder down. Push your hands forward, pull them back. Forward, back, fast. Fast. Like you're throwing your hands forward and then pulling them back. Let's do just the right. All right, let's do just the left. And both. Crisscross, crisscross, crisscross in front, elbows back. Crisscross in front, elbows back. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Stretch the arms out and up. Let's just bring the right arm down to the floor. Look at it down there. Walk the fingers away and a side stretch. Bringing the head sideways. Don't let the neck get stressed out just because your head is sideways. It's okay. Stretch through the whole side body, especially the armpit and the rib cage. And then when you're ready, push against the floor and bring both arms out from the shoulders. Lift up, breathe in. And the other arm comes down. Look at your hand on the floor. Walk the fingers away and side stretch. Awesome. Come back up. Lift both hands. Find your prayer pose. And let's just quiet the mind. Bring the hands to your heart. Bow the head. And just take a moment to acknowledge your true self to you. Feel that heartbeat. Let your heart fill with gratitude for your life, for your family, your friends, your home. If your heart is breaking, if you're filled with sorrow, find some peace. Find some knowingness that everything will be okay. These days we do have some heartache, we do have some pain, emotional, spiritual. Let it go. Trust it. Your path will take you the right way. To be alive is to have all of these emotions. It's okay. You can have heartbreak. You're alive. Thank you for that. Let's interlock the fingers and squeeze and release a few times. Let your hands move in a circle close to your heart and away. Squeeze and release as you breathe in and out. Let's reverse our circle. And then back to your prayer. Thank you for that beautiful energy coming from all of you today. Let's come up into hands and knees. And we're just going to take a moment to make sure we have a nice strong table. Wrists are under the shoulders, fingers are spread wide on the yoga mat, fingertips pressing gently into the floor, and your knees are under your hips. Feel like a strong table. Press your hands into the floor. Strength through the arms, shoulders, chest. All right, we are going to allow the hips to move back as if they're going to go to pose of a child. But at the last minute, let's take those hips to the right and then drift forward and over to the left. Back, to the right, forward and up, to the left and back. So we're drawing a horizontal circle in the air with the belly button. Keep breathing through your circle, breathing in and out. When you're ready, change direction, go the other way. Back to the center. Let's do a vertical circle. Drop your belly down into the cow pose. Remember to keep pushing your hands into the floor. No collapsing in the shoulders, please. Lift your face, lift your tailbone, and let the middle and back sink down. Take that belly button all the way over to the right and lift it up. Come into your cat pose in the middle and over to the left. Drop it down and go through your cow position. You can bend your elbows a little bit here for a little softness in the arms, allowing a little more movement through the chest and torso. Vertical circle with the belly button. Over to the right, up, over to the left, down. Over to the right, up, breathe in. Over to the left, down, exhale. When you're ready, we'll change direction and go to the right and down, over to the left. Up into cat, over to the right, down into cow. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you sink. Vertical circle with the belly button. Beautiful. Let's drop the hips all the way back to the heels. And walk your hands one step forward. Bring your forehead to the floor. And relax in pose of a child. Pose of a child is a pose of humility and acceptance. Sometimes we need that in our lives, I think. If you want, you can turn your toes under and we'll try our first downward dog of the morning. We're not going to stay up too long. We're just going to lift the hips up. Place the feet in a good place where you feel a nice stretch from your heels all the way through the back of the legs to the hips. And push your hands away from your shoulders. Push the heels of your hands into the floor and really drop your head. Relax the neck and let the head hang. And then we're just going to come back to seated. Switching things around a little bit. Let's try a straddle sit. Sitting tall, pulling the flesh away from your sitting bones if you want. Float your arms up over your legs and let's just do a reach, a lateral reach from left to right as you breathe in and out. You can drop your head down to your shoulder on each side. Reach and reach. All right, come back to the center, lift those arms up, find your prayer, pull it to your heart, take a moment to be quiet. Hands to the floor in front of your legs, bend your elbows, and think about taking the top of your head across the room to the wall on the other side of the room. So really just reaching through a long, elongated spine from tailbone to the top of the head, reaching that top of the head forward. Looking down. Keep breathing deeply. And we're just going to sway a little left and right. Let the shoulders shift left and right. The head can move a little bit. hands over to the left leg, one hand on either side of the knee, and just bow your head over that knee. If you want, you can move your hands to grab a hold of your lower leg or foot. Hands to the floor, and come back to the center. Let's bend the elbows and drop the chest a little bit, lengthening through the spine, pushing the head to the opposite wall. And a little side to side sway. And then walk your hands over to your right leg, one hand on either side of the knee, bow your head over that knee. Hands can reach for your lower leg or foot. Ready, hands to the floor, and walk back to the center. Let's try another forward stretch. And then gently walk your hands back and bring those legs in. Since we did the wide open, let's reverse that tendency and close those hips up as tight as we can. Sitting with our knees stacked vertically in front of the pelvis, and the feet come back by opposite hips. And then the hands rest on the feet. Fingers rest on the toes. Lift your chest. Relax your shoulders. Lift the top of the head. This is a wonderful energy recycling pose because our hands have a lot of energy that travels out from the hands. The palm of the hands, the fingers, super energetic. Anybody who knows Reiki knows about the energy of the hands. The feet have the same kind of ability to focus energy. The feet are our foundation, and the hands are our sensation. So let them talk to each other. They almost never get a chance to have direct contact. The palm of the hands, the soles of the feet, trading energies, sharing awarenesses. And close the eyes. Keep trying to lift through the spine, lifting the top of the head, at the same time relaxing your shoulders. Awesome. Since the legs are crisscrossed in front of the pelvis, let's take the elbows, the arms, and crisscross at the elbows in front of the chest. Wrap the forearms, the fingertips find the wrist or the palm of the hand, wherever your hand wraps. If you can only do this, that's fine. Elbows together, wrists together, fingertips together. If you can do the eagle arms, that's cool. Bring the elbows up to eye level. Reach the fingertips up. Hold and breathe. Notice which arm is on top. And then release. Let's bring the legs around the other way. Grab those feet and pull them back towards your hips. The intention here is the knees are stacked vertically in front of the pelvis, and the feet come back by the hips. Opposite feet to the hips. Hands rest on the feet. Take a moment to feel the energy in the body moving from your heart center out in all directions, emanating at the contact between your fingers and toes, soles of the feet, palms of the hand. Beautiful. Let's take the arms and put the opposite elbow on top this time. Wrap the forearms, or if you don't have that much ability to do that wrapping thing, just bring your elbows, wrists, and fingertips together. Lift the elbows up to eye level in either case. And reach the fingertips up. Quiet the mind. Listen to the body with love and acceptance, appreciation, gratitude, and love, mostly love. Awesome. Open the arms out. Stretch the legs out. Give them a shake. All right. We're going to go back up onto our hands and knees. And I'm going to switch the music over, get us a little bit of a beat. We like our modern music for yoga on YouTube. We previously were listening to Relax Daily, who was playing the piano for us all the time. All right, make your table strong, push your hands into the floor. We're going to bring alternate limbs out. So take your right arm and left leg and reach it out. And stretch. And now just slowly drop the hands and feet down, touch the floor, exhale, and slowly lift them up. See if you can come a little higher than you did before, breathing in and out. We're going to touch the floor and lift. Down, up, down, up, and up. Touch the floor, lift, down, and up. All right, let's change sides. Make sure you feel strong. Make a good table to start as your foundation. And reach opposite arm and leg. Reach, reach, reach. And slowly drop them down. Touch the floor. Lift them up. Down and up. Breathing. Touch the floor, lift arm and leg. Touch and lift. Touch and lift. Touch and lift. Once more, lift. And return to just holding. Steady and hold. Change sides. Come back to the first side. Stretch it out. Hold. Reach. Squeeze it up a little higher and slowly drop it down to touch the floor. Squeeze it up. Drop it down. Keep moving and breathing. Up and down. Just hold steady, reach. Drop it down. Change sides. And stretch it out. Reach up. A little higher. Drop it down. Touch the floor. Up and down. Back to table. And let's come back to pose of a child. This time bring your hands back by your heels. Let your hands rest on the floor, palm up. Round your back, drop your head. back to table for me. Push it up to your downward dog. We're going to walk the dog now. Lift one heel at a time. Let your hips move left and right. Push the rib cage left and right as well. Move, walking the dog, left heel, right heel, up and down. And then begin to actually pick one foot off the ground. Just half an inch. Pick one foot up, then the other. Walk your feet a little closer together. So the big toes are touching. Bend your left leg and lift that knee. Reach the leg up or back. Drop the foot down, touch the floor, and lift it back up. Breathe in as you lift. And exhale as it comes down. Touch the floor, lift it up. Back it down. Lift it up and bend that knee. Open the hip a little bit. And then come on down, change feet. Bend the right knee, lift the foot up. Reach that foot up or back, wherever it goes. Drop it down, touch the floor, exhale. Lift it up and breathe in. Down and up. Lift that leg up, hold it, and bend the knee. Open the hip just a little bit. All right, come on down. Let's go back to seated. We're just going to let ourselves be for a moment. Drop your chin, releasing the back of the neck. Take your chin left and right. All the way to your right shoulder and lift your face. Open your eyes. Take your nose in a circle over the top to the back. Over the top to the back. Remember, if anything feels stiff or painful or sensitive, don't do it, or modify it in a way that makes it not difficult. We don't want to stress the body or cause the pain sensation to be brought forward. Coming back to the center of your circle, just drop your chin. Take a moment to gaze down at your armpit and feel the stretch on the opposite side of the neck. And then lower the head, let the back of the neck lengthen and release. And then chin follows the collarbone left and right with your breath, breathing in and out. Let's take our chin all the way to the left shoulder, lift the face, with the eyes open. Begin to make a circle over the top to the back. It can be very small, or it can be larger. Depends on how you feel about it. But don't stimulate your pain responses. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Listen to your inner yoga teacher, the wisdom of the body. Respect your limits. Keep breathing. Breathing is the most important part of all of this. back to the center of your circle. Drop your chin, gaze towards your armpit. And then drop the head. Just let the head hang in front of the chest. Round your back. Slump your shoulders. Soften your belly. And begin to shift your weight on your hips, letting the head roll around in front of your chest, left and right. Then shoulder to shoulder. Back to the center, slowly straighten your back and bring your hands to prayer pose. Take a moment for yourself. Namaste. Awesome. We're going to lay on our backs now. Get ready for the hamstring stretch. Let's start by putting our heels close to our hips. Hands right next to our hips on the side. And press the lower back down into the floor. Squeeze the belly in. Let your chest be light. Keep breathing easily. Press your lower back down. Squeeze it in. Press it down. Keep breathing. Relax your arms and shoulders, chest, lungs. Keep breathing easy and light. Push down with the lower part of your spine. Flatten your back against the floor. Squeeze in with the hips. Squeeze in your internal organs. And release. Lift the hips up off the floor. If you want to, you can walk your shoulders together and clasp your hands under your tailbone. Find a good place for your feet, nice and strong on the floor. Lift the hips up as high as they'll go. And halfway down. Up, halfway down. Push it up, down, up, down. Hold it up, squeeze the hips in, lift the hips. Release the arms and reach straight up from the shoulders. Roll the back down, one vertebra at a time. Onto the floor. Nestle the hips in so they feel good and snug. Then bring the knees to the chest and give yourself a hug in and release. All right, stretch the arms up, stretch the legs up, circle the ankles, circle the wrists, change direction whenever you feel like it, and then reflex and point, flex and point. The hands come all the way over when they point. Full range of motion for wrists and ankles. All right, relax the hands and feet. Bring the arms and legs down. Let the knees go wide like a frog squat. And push them up. Down, up, down, and up. Let's go 10 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the arms and legs. Bring the head off the mat. Reach for the ceiling with the top of the head, the fingers and toes. Lifting your hips and shoulders off the floor. Squeeze up. Keep breathing. Well done. Come on down. Take a moment to rest, finding yourself completely relaxed and completely aware of the body, the breath, the energy, circulation. But let that mind be still. No dialogue in the brain. Let's bring up the right knee and circle around. Change direction, circle it around the other way. Bring the knee to the chest, give it a gentle hug. Let the knee open and close, moving left and right. And stretch the leg up. You can use your strap again to hook your foot. Or if you don't have a strap or you don't want to use it, you can just hold on to the leg with your hands. Or pulling the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Take it slow, be gentle, don't overdo it. Listen to the body with love. Let that back of the leg lengthen slowly at its own pace. Be patient. It takes a little while. Let's hold the leg close to the edge of your range of motion. And then take the leg down to the floor slowly, like a second hand on a clock. Little movements. Tick, tick tock. Down it goes. Not to the floor yet. It's going so slowly. Let it be ever so slow. Once it's down, bring up the other knee and circle it around. Change direction. Bring the knee to the chest, give it a gentle hug in, wrap your arms around your shin or your knee, and then move the knee out and in, to the left, to the right, opening and closing the hip with your breath. All right, stretch the leg up. Interlock your fingers behind your knee or use your strap on your foot. And gently, slowly, carefully begin to stretch the hamstring and hip. Moving just a little bit first. Are you with me? Stretch that hamstring, but be super patient and loving and gentle and careful and accepting of your limits. You have a wonderful body. Don't criticize it. Don't ask too much of it. Be grateful for what you have. Awesome. Let's hold the leg at or near the edge of your range of motion. Release the leg and slowly let it drop to the floor like a second hand on a clock. Ever so slowly down. Once it finds the floor, we're going to stretch the body long. Reach the arms up overhead. And as you're reaching, let the left arm and left leg be the longer side, and then the right arm and right leg be the longer side. Almost like a pulling apples out of the tree motion, but you're laying on the floor. Stretch the side and then the other side. And then stretch both sides and release. All right, let's try a reclined spinal twist. Bring both feet up, not too close to your hips, knees up. Drop both knees to the left. Open your arms out from the shoulders in any way that feels awesome. And we're going to take that top leg, the back leg, if your knees are pointing left, it'll be your right leg. And cross it over. Hook the heel underneath the knee of your bottom leg. And maybe turn your head to the right. Take your right arm, your back arm, and make it in a big slow circle. Breathing in, breathing out. Awesome. Return that arm to the ground. Return to your relaxation. Trust yourself enough to let everything go. Let's bring the leg back to the floor, feet to the floor, knees up. Stretch the legs out, reach the arms overhead. Long body stretch. Release, relax. Place the feet on the floor near the hips, not too close. Arms out to the side, drop both knees to the right. If knees are going to the right, you're going to take your left leg, that's the back leg or the top leg, whichever way you want to think about it. Cross it over and hook your foot underneath the lower knee. You can reposition the legs if you need to, that's fine. Consider turning your head the opposite direction your knees are pointed if that feels okay in your neck and shoulders. Let's release every part of the body here. Trust yourself enough to let go any holding sensations. Take that back arm, move it in a big slow circle with your breath moving slowly around. Inhale up, exhale as you reach down. And then return the arm to the floor and return to your deep relaxation. When you're ready, we're going to roll over onto our side. Find yourself in the side resting pose. Basically like the fetal position. Your head can rest on your arm. And then come all the way over onto your tummy. Arms down by your sides, head turned to one side, toes pointed in, heels pointed out. Bend your elbows just a little bit. Bend your knees and lift your feet up into the air. Drop them left and right. Let the hips be loose as you just windshield wiper your feet in little arcs from left to right. Loosening that lower back, letting those hips be free and soft. Bringing the feet up, straighten one leg, bend the other. One leg bends, one leg straightens. Drop both feet. Put your hands under your shoulders. Press into the floor. Slowly coming back up to table. And back to pose of a child. Slowly rising back up to table. Let's come to seated. Let's take a moment to just be quiet. Find the body being in balance, relaxed, stillness and ease. Comfort, at peace. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching and participating, especially participating in a 60-minute gentle stretch and breathe workout, or should I say work in, because we focus on the inner person as much as the outer person. So remember that you are not your mind, you are not your body, you are not even your life. You are an eternal spirit of light and energy, infinite in all directions, and joined with all the life forces in the universe. The magic of being alive, being aware, the universe knowing itself, understanding what it is. Your life, your body, your mind, these are gifts that have been given to you. We all have our challenges, we all have our good days and bad days, rough patches. Everything in life is either a blessing or a lesson. Be grateful for all of it. Take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water or juice. Eat some fruit. Take care of yourself with love and appreciation for this life you've been given. And always give yourself a break. You're doing the best you can. I love you, I'm grateful for you, and I will see you again on Thursday. Namaste to each and every one of you. You're awesome.